So we've got a selection of 5 festive items from, we've got Greggs, Subway.
Four. I was going to say, where did you learn to count? There's clearly 4 there.
You couldn't get hold of the KFC one.
Oh, we couldn't?
No.
All right, my bad.
That's not really that festive anyway. It's just, I told you before, it's just like it's got a hash brown on top. Somebody punches the hash brown, so there's a little hole you can tip the gravy in.
Gravy, that's year round. That's in Yorkshire, isn't it? That's not Christmas.
Man.
All right, so we've got 4, I'm told. Greggs, Subway, Costa, and Mackie D's. So for those that are listening, this is going to be a very visual section of the podcast. So I would suggest transferring over to YouTube if you want to see what we're actually doing.
Not if you're driving right now. Be safe and shit.
Yeah, I mean, we will do our best to describe it, but we're probably not the best reviewers. That's not our bag. You're not a reviewer. You're not a food reviewer.
I've got a degree in English literature. Come on, man. I've got anything. I've got like a vocabulary. I'll still use the word delicious though, like repeatedly.
Yeah, it's good.
Am I passing them over then?
Yeah, you grab whichever one you want to go first. Where we're going first? Ooh.
We'll go with Greggs first, right?
Greggs first.
Because I think the people's opinion on festive bakes from Greggs is almost universal, right?
Mate, I could tell. I can tell you this in our office. Michael, the shaking it corner over there, is like a crack addict. He's coming every day with a fest. He's like, "You've got to get it, lad. You've only got it for 3 weeks."
That time of year, you've got to make the most.
I'd only tried one of these for the first time recently.
I'm gonna get mine out.
And how many have you had since?
I bet I've had 4 now. What's it been going for a couple of weeks?
About 10 days, I think.
I'm gonna cut mine in half.
I'm just gonna stick my face into it.
Right, beard first. Who's good at?
I think you've got I think you've got to eat at the same time and then give your opinions together.
It's a festive bake, mate. I mean, they're great. They're just, I don't know, they're inexplicably good.
I think what really makes it like better is that they've got like that crumb on top of the pastry, whereas like they're normally pretty soggy. Just we hammered them for the sausage roll, so we're not going to get like any props from Greggs, but that's a good bake.
I give credit with all right, Paul Hollywood. I give credit where it's due. If that is good, but it's a good. It's so good. I'm gonna have a second bite.
So what's inside of it? We've got turkey. We've got cranberry sauce.
It's actually chicken.
Oh, is it? Yeah. They must have listened to us. So we've got chicken, cranberry sauce, like some sort of like stuffing, cornerstone of what we need in a festive bake, and like the gravy.
It's got bacon in it as well.
It has a bit of cranberry sauce in it as well. And
there's no gravy. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's like it's some kind of goo though, right? Some nondescript Greggs goo, which makes it nice and moist, but not too moist. But these have, I remember I did, I think 20 or 30 last year for a video. And I remember at the time thinking, oh man, they seem to have taken out there wasn't much cranberry coming through. That's got a decent amount of the cranberry stuff in.
That's delicious, that.
Yeah, they're good.
Is it worth giving it a score out of 10? Are we going to do that? Or do you want to?
Yeah, why not?
Just rank them?
I mean, how much do these cost, Mike?
What, they're about £1.60, I think.
Yeah, they're under £2, aren't they?
That's expensive.
They might even be like a quid or something. I don't know.
No. They're
Not
about
more.
Yeah.
I don't think that's expensive.
Did you know that
they're like 500 calories?
I suppose so. Yeah. I mean, did you know that the reason that we get away with it being so cheap is because they don't keep them warm. They don't have to pay like the VAT or the tax on on hot foods, and that's actually cold, and it still tastes just as good.
There's another way that they actually keep them cheap with Greggs. So what they do is they produce them all in house. Well, in the big massive Greggs facility that they've got, and because they do that, they can mass produce them, so it's so much cheaper. That's why Greggs is cheaper, whereas other brands actually just buy in from other suppliers.
That's why. Remember a couple months ago they shut down a bunch of stores because they had a COVID outbreak at the head office or head baking gaff in, I think it was in Leeds. No. So they had to shut down for a few days. How mad's that?
That is mad.
Poor Greggs.
But yeah, it's good. I'm gonna give that like. I mean, if you talk about taste to price point, got to be an 8 at least for a festive bake from Greggs.
Yeah, I'm going to give that an 8.
Yeah,
8 out of 10.
We're going to do another transition. I'll just go straight into the next one.
Transition.
Right, Subway. Next.
He's looking away from it. Right.
I don't want to like pull my.
I've got a confession for you, mate. I actually don't know what the sandwich is. We'll find out in a second. But George, who went and picked him up, he sent me a video on WhatsApp, which
mate, I can only imagine.
It makes me not want to
I know what's in the Subway Christmas sandwich, so I can imagine what it's going to
So we'll play this on screen, but look at this. It looks fucking disgusting. Look at this video. It's ever.
Oh no!
So those that are listed, he sent me obviously at the Subway behind the press. You know, like behind the glass, you can see like they've got lettuce and then we've got this and that. He sent me like the silver tray that's got the sausage, pigs in blanket. I can only use.
It's like the bacon just loosely wrapped around them with no care whatsoever.
That looks like a decapitated finger that's just gone cold in a fridge.
It does look a bit like a mummy's finger or something.
Oh, that's absolutely revolting. And the problem is as well, just on this, just the ends have gone brown because that's obviously it's been cooked in an oven at some point, but because it was wrapped in bacon, the rest of it's like an anemic colour.
Yeah.
Man, this is going to be shite, this.
Well, don't judge a book by its cover. I'm gonna have a bite. I mean, you know me, I hate Subway. I say hey, it's just one of the worst. I don't know why anyone would eat there by choice.
Oh, mate.
What describe it for the audio viewers?
Mine's got like a bit of a sausage peeking out at the top. That does not look good.
That's like me, you know, when you wear those boxers, like, it's not quite tight enough.
Oh, you've been a bit generous there, mate. Look at the size of that sausage.
All right, for the people, I don't know how well you could see it, but
oh, fuck it.
So what's in there, Beard?
That mine actually looks pretty uniform. So we didn't get any salad or anything on it, right? We just got it kind of raw. Well, not raw, but you know, like as it comes, because it's a Christmas special, right? So you wouldn't put lettuce in there and tomatoes and stuff, right? So it's the bread at least looks like it's buttered.
Tiger bread.
That's good. It's tiger bread because they call it the tiger pig.
Oh, right, okay.
Right,
That's
pig, yeah.
Right.
Pig in blanket, tiger pig. I don't know why.
I don't think it's buttered, mate. I think it's like
cheese?
It's cheese that's on it.
Oh, it's just some kind of.
It's stuck to the top, look.
Oh man. Yeah, you're right. It's
You
not
got to eat
butter.
it, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna get stuck into it. Just see what, because it might look awful, but it might taste good. Who knows?
That's proper shite, that.
It's an atrocity. It's like there were sausages and those that you get out of those like disgusting jars from like Asda, where they're like just preserved in brine.
Yeah.
I want to say it's almost like a hot dog looking thing. Like the fact that it's just one single sausage right the way along the
They're taking. How much are they charging for this?
the way. Price changes in every shop.
I think they're like $3.90, aren't they?
That'll be expensive. Yeah, but I bet that's 4 or 5 quid for a 6-inch sausage.
What I will say is I like the bread. The bread's quite nice. Isn't that another dodge though? I think Subway put so much sugar in their bread that it's not actually bread.
Yeah.
So they can avoid some other
Legally,
kind of...
it's not classed as bread. Yeah. They got punished for it, I think, though, somewhere. I think
Is that true, is
it's
it?
in Ireland, yeah.
It's what we're giving it then.
I'll bring that's getting a 2 out of 10 for me, just because it's barely food.
I agree. I think I'm probably going to give it a 3. I won't give it like 2's very, very, very low, but I'll give it a 3 because you might survive off it. We'll find out in 24 hours.
I wouldn't feed that to prisoners, mate. It's terrible. What's that? I think we saved, well, maybe not the best to last because we did the festive bit, but I'm looking forward to the next one.
All right. Transition.
Right, next we got something a little bit more premium. We got Costa.
This is posh, isn't it? Look at these little bags, little boxes that it comes in.
I'm going to get that on a t-shirt. It says, contents may cause happiness. Mrs. Beard will love that. Some erotic underwear.
I'm sure I saw some of that on a comment once. Did something that said like Answer's fucking, like candy underwear? Do a challenge like that.
Yeah. People have all kinds
That's
of
for the post 9 p.m. Beard Bits Food channel.
So what's this one?
This is, I'm going to wait for... I just slipped mine out. Josh has been really noisy. This is the turkey and trimmings toasty, I think, from Costa. And from the get-go, it looks good, on top anyway.
It looks really good, this.
It's a little bit... Normally a toasty should be equally crisp on the bottom. It's not quite.
This is my main problem with a lot of these places, though. Why is the bacon like so undercooked all the time? Yeah. There's a bit of bacon. There's a bit of... It's a bit of bacon hanging out of mine that looks like it's not being cooked. What's so funny with that, man?
I don't know. Stop showing me your bacon flaps. I'm gonna get, and I think this is it's pretty much what you would expect. It's I think it's chicken. I don't know if it's turkey or if it's chicken. Cranberry sauce, bacon, and I think there's some stuff in and cheese.
It says turkey, so I feel like it would be.
Well, I suppose Costa's more likely to have a little bit, premium stuff.
Oh. It's very, very sweet. That's rich. What do you reckon?
That's top draw. That's
get
really
30 of
good.
them done.
Oh yeah, man, and more.
We're giving him his content ideas now for Christmas.
I'll try and tell you what's in it. 1 second.
I'm not saying that as well. I've got one of my friends, his wife, who is also a friend. She works, I think, pretty high up for Costa. I've never got anything free from Costa as a result, but I'm not just saying that to appease her, but this is actually really good.
That is tasty. Oh, that bite wasn't as sweet. That was, I must have got a chunk of cranberry sauce. One thing that they do well is the grilled cheese on the outside of the sandwich.
I was going to say, what actually makes this is the, I think that's a cheese blend. It's got a little bit of it's got sharpness to it, and it kind of cuts off quite well against the sweetness of the cranberry sauce. I love a little bit of sweet and salty. The bacon, although it is a bit underdone.
A bit?
It's quite significantly underdone. It still works.
A good vet will bring that back to life.
It's not, it's not, nah, I've seen worse bacon than that. I like that more than the festive bake. I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. In fact, I'm having another piece.
I agree. No matter what you get from Greg's, it's still going to be a bit soggy. I understand that's the concept of it. It does have a crispy top on top of the festive bake, but that's a 10 from me.
What is that? A legit 10?
I'm going to give that a 10. Yeah, that's bang on that, No, sorry, I'm going to retract that. 9. If they'd have cooked the bacon properly, I'd give it a 10.
I was going to say, you had a lot of shortcomings. I don't mind the bacon like that, actually. But yeah, 9. It's not perfection, but it's close. That's really good. I'm going to get rid of that. Otherwise, I'll keep eating it.
Costa, if you want to jump on a brand deal, if you want to sponsor the podcast.
Keep eating it if you want to.
I'll be eating all day. You can't do like a festive specials review without Mickey D's.
McDonald's, the festive snack, the festive stack.
Okay, so this one is the festive stack. It's 200% British beef patties.
200%.
Did I say two?
They failed maths.
100%. Red onion relish, white cheese sauce, bacon, crispy onions, red onion, lettuce, cheddar cheese in a brioche style bun.
You got to say, the bun looks interesting because McDonald's buns usually look sad as shit.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about bacon being undercooked,
Oh, mate.
this thing almost looks like that cured stuff. That you get like in little packs from Asda.
Yeah, like is it called antipasti?
You get it on like an antipasti platter thing, yeah. But it's not. It's bacon. It's crisp to the touch though. I don't know how they've managed that. Crisp to the touch, but it looks raw.
No, that don't look.
McDonald's bacon's always a little bit suspect, I think.
Right, let's just get stuck in.
Gordon Ramsay be shouting at people for that. I'm telling you.
Oh, you get 2. I've just realised now you get the 2. What was the sauce again, Mike?
It's a chutney.
It's the red onion relish and white cheese sauce. So they're 2 separate things, but...
Well, take a deep bite of this.
I don't know about this one, Like, just looking at it, I'm good. I'm going to score it low.
Get into it, mate.
It's good.
Give me that cheddar sandwich back.
We got a napkin. You haven't done that?
Are you going to spit it out?
No.
Yeah, give me the Costa sandwich back.
Go on, describe for the listeners what it's like then.
I mean, I was kind of mulling it over because I didn't want to jump too quick. But what is nice? The sauce is nice. The chutney or whatever it is actually pretty
that's what
nice.
stood out to me. Is it like a white sauce or a white cheese or something that's on top? That's quite nice. It's quite palatable. I think overall though, the McDonald's gig for me is because it's so mass produced. The bread doesn't even feel like it's actually bread. Like it's.
I mean, credit where it's due. This is probably around 40 minutes old. So if it was fresh, out the kitchen, would it be any better? Do you think?
I don't think so. No. Well, yeah, a little bit, but I don't think it's good.
You know what? I think it would be better if it was warm, but I don't think that would save it. That's what I'm gonna say, because I think the sauce is nice, the cheese is good, the bun, like Josh says, is just naff. It looks actually pretty nice, but it's too dry. But what really lets it down is the beef burger patties in the middle. It just doesn't go with the flavors, I don't think.
No.
Maybe we should, because I know they do a crispy chicken one. Maybe we should have got, I think chicken would maybe, would be, if it was basically the same recipe but with chicken in the middle instead of the beef burgers, I think that would work better at least. But that gets a 4 out of 10 from me.
I'm going to have to go even, that's a 2. That's a solid 2 from me. That is not good.
I'm going to do this because actually the taste of it is that poor. I'm just going back to the Costa one to just, palate cleanser kind of thing.
What about you, Josh? You said 2. Beard, what are you saying out of 10?
4.
4. Yeah, I'm going to go 2, man. It's just not good. It's like, you look at it, it looks like it's a prop from a set. Doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not good.
Yeah,
I was being generous with 4.
I can see why when people go to, like, if I was forced to eat something from Mackey's, I'd get the chicken pieces, because you can't really fuck that up, can you? Like a breaded chicken, like that's solid. Everything else, I'm like, nah. The breakfast, I enjoy McDonald's breakfast, like the McMuffin.
I'm with you. I'm not. I just don't like McDonald's in general. But the only thing usually that's decent is the breakfast menu.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not. Especially because those are premium as well, so they normally cost a bit more. But that was £4 for the burger. I bet you.
Oh, at least, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, out of those, my favourite's probably the Costa sandwich. The turkey on all trimmings, toasty.
Right, rank them worst to last then. Worst to best.
So for me, the number 1 spot is the Costa turkey.
I'm glad you went worst to best there. Follow the last order.
For me, the worst is I thought it'd be more. It's more of everyone knows what the good things are, right?
All right, go on. Do it. Whatever way you want, mate. It's your show.
So for me, the best is the Costa turkey and all the trimmings toasty. I think that's what the official name of it.
What I appreciate most about that is that you've just eaten the one that was mine. So now you've basically eaten 3 of them, so we're all bollocks. So there's my lunch gone.
Oops. Second place. Soon after comes the old stalwart, the Greg's Festive Bake. Never, you can never go wrong with that for me.
And after that,
next up is the McDonald's one, which is bad, but it's not anywhere close to as bad as the Greg's one. The Subway. It's not anywhere as bad as the Subway one. That was like, it's like, no, I mean, I've never seen so little effort go into a sandwich, both from like from the design phase to right down to the presentation phase. Just don't get it. I mean, avoid it at all costs.
You know what? I agree with you on all those parts. Although I think I would rather have the Subway than I would the Mackey's.
The Mickey D's.
Yeah. Something really offends me about that. Like, it shouldn't, like Mike said, it's 45 minutes old, is that? And why does it still look like, it doesn't quite look like a photograph, because obviously someone's just thrown it together. But like, that's a false colour. Like, I don't know. It's all just not.
That bun looks like it's being colour graded, like you colour grade me, so I don't look like a dead body.
Did the crispy onions add anything?
I mean,
I'll say that, Mike. The crispy. That's why I give it a 4, which I thought was not severely negative, right? Because the crispy onions, all the stuff that basically went on it was good. It was the bun and the beef that let it down. That's going to be the same pretty much year round, you'd expect.
And that's hearty from here. Looks bone dry.
Mate, that beef burger is enough to make you go vegan.
Steady now, steady.
But yeah, I'm like down the line. Them two, the Costa and the steak bake, the Festive Bake are unreal.
Yeah,
they're like, I'm going to give them joint first. I don't know. I did say I tipped the Costa ever so slightly. That's going dead last. Mackey's is going dead last. I'd rather have just for the tiger bread. I'd take the sausage out of the tiger pigs in blanket thing and just eat like a cheesy tiger bread. That'd be nicer than that.
Yeah, no, the bread was all right actually with the Subway, but that's because it's not bread. It's basically cake.
Right, so we've taste tested them, so you don't have to. So if you're going to spend your money anywhere, we're going to suggest going to Greg's or Costa. Coffee. Yeah.
Although I mean, we didn't try KFC. We were going to try KFC as well, but I heard that one's all right.